Hello, beautiful souls. I hope you're doing well. Today, we're going to be looking at session 5 on responsible decision making. For today's session, I would like you to have a pen and a piece of paper. Responsible decision making. Do you have any idea what is responsible decision making? What is responsible decision making? Responsible decision making is the ability to make constructive choices about personal behavior and social interactions based on ethical standards, safety concerns, and social norms. Responsible decision making skills help you to recognize and validate emotions. It encourages you to think critically. It helps you to communicate effectively. We're now going to move on to a warm-up exercise. This is where you need a pen and a piece of paper. I would like you to reflect and write about a challenging situation in your professional life. Pause the video if you need a few minutes. Next step is to write the changes you can make. Pause again if you need a few minutes. A simple exercise like this can help you to identify problems and take small steps to make change. Okay, now we're going to look at a step-by-step guide to emotional side of decision making. Step 1. Delay and take time to make decisions. When you are able to gain some time to make a decision, take it. Thinking about the decision where you're not just thinking emotionally but also rationally is striking a balance. When we delay a decision, we get time to think of it rationally as well. We are bound to think emotionally about decisions first and then rationally. Step 2. Identify the emotional side of your decision. Are you feeling positive or negative? Good or bad with the decision you're facing? Understand and be self-aware of your feelings. Don't suppress your feelings. Step 3. Rethink feelings getting in your way. This strategy is also called reappraisal. Reappraisal is an emotional regulation strategy where you change your negative emotional response to a positive response. The idea of reframing and changing responses is to feel better about yourself in any challenging situation. It is your ability to see challenges as opportunities and focus on your strengths rather than weaknesses. It is about feeling gratitude even during difficult times. Step 4. Revisit your values. Being aware of your values makes it easier to make decisions. Our values influence the decision-making process. Each person has his or her own values, and we should not make decisions based on pleasing other people. When you're faced with a big or difficult decision, consider using the questions below to make value-based decision. What decision are you considering? What are your options? How do your options align with your values? How do your options conflict with your values? Which values do you have to absolutely honor? Which values are you willing to compromise? Based on your previous answers, what decision is the best fit for your values? How come? Step 5. Gain a trusted perspective. Sometimes you're so focused on the negative consequences that you miss out on the bigger picture. It is important from another person's perspective who is perhaps an expert or understands you and thinks the best for you. A friend or a colleague can help you see another point of view and help you make a decision. Step 6. Don't delay forever. Valuing timely decisions helps us to succeed and experience new opportunities. We don't want to miss out on the new chances. Try to manage your anxiety and fears and be open to new experiences. You are always learning and evolving as a person. Step 7. Make a decision about your decision. Are you going to continue in this direction? Are you satisfied? Or do you need to reevaluate and take steps 1 to 6 again? Here's a checklist that can help you. Did you take your time to think about your decision? Did you identify your emotions? Are you feeling positive or negative about a decision? Did you rethink your approach to your emotions in the way? Did you consider your values? Did you see outside perspective? Did you make the decision on time? Once a decision was made, did you revisit to decide whether you want to continue in that direction or make a change? Now we're going to move on to an activity. On a piece of paper, create a big circle and divide it into 4 sections. Label each section. The first quadrant will be called spiritual. The second quadrant will be called emotional. The third quadrant will be called physical. And the fourth quadrant will be called mental. Now write one thing you have done to take care of yourself in the past month in each quadrant. Pause the video if you need a few minutes. Now I would like you to write one goal in each quadrant that you would like to achieve by the end of next month. Pause the video if you need a few minutes. Thank you for attending this session on responsible decision making. We have come to an end to social emotional learning workshop. I hope you were able to gain insight into the 5 areas of social emotional learning, starting from self-awareness, understanding your emotions, to self-management skills and learning to manage your emotions. Moving on to social awareness, learning to respect different cultures and norms, building long-lasting relationships, and lastly, ensuring you're able to make responsible decisions. Goodbye, beautiful souls.